Guys, welcome back. This is going to be BattlBox Mission 51. And anybody that was wondering, I apologize. I just realized right now that I never received box number 50, mission number 50. I got an email confirmation that said it shipped, but yeah, I guess I'm going to have to check into that. So, what's a BattlBox? BattlBox is a monthly subscription-based box. There's different levels: basic, advanced, pro plus. You can subscribe to the level that you'd like to stay in. You can change at any time. You can suspend it if you just feel that the brakes went on the vehicle or whatever each month. They've been just a fantastic group of people to work with, and they try their best to keep putting out extremely good things. The top one is the Pro Plus, which is the Knife of the Month Club. I grabbed a few of my favorites and kind of put them out there. Anything from Tops knives are just awesome knives. This particular one, the Real Steel here, has been on my side since the day I got it. And the other one that is my constant EDC is another one from Real Steel, and that's that guy. So enough of that. Let us start with the basic box, and you get a card each month. They do a write-up on the back talking about each of the items in case you're not quite sure what's all the potential of everything. But then this card breaks down each of the items in each of the packages along with the suggested retail. So the first thing that we get into is the basic box. The first thing, which I actually thought was pretty damn cool, of all the different kits that I have been putting together, bug out bag and camping, there hasn't really been much in the way of being able to actually eat. And this is the K-Bar Tactical Spork. So you could do soup. You've got the fork-like thing. We all remember back to school when the spork was the huge thing. And a little twist on this one is they actually incorporate a knife in the handle. So if you're doing chicken, steak, whatever, pork chops out there, you've got the knife. You got the knife as part of the kit. Retail value on that is $8. Next, in the basic, is the Breakthrough Cleaner. This is awesome because I actually am just about to run out from a big bottle that I have. I love this cleaner. It works extremely well, breaking down carbon and cleaning your firearms without putting a miserably nasty smell in the air. It's environmentally safe, and it's nice when you can combine all that with a product that actually works. Again, they are a U.S. product, so good for them. This has a $9 value. Next. Now I watched BattlBox's video, and I think there was 3 different things you could get. You might have gotten one and another one, or you might just get 2 of one, and I ended up getting 2 of the exact same thing. Caffeinated snack bar, fudgy mocha latte, a cup of coffee in every bar. And again, guys that have following the BattlBox videos from me know that I personally don't get a BattlBox in the mail and flip the camera on and open it up and show you the stuff. I like to actually use and try out the stuff and feel that I have a better handle on how this stuff works. Now, this, I suppose I could have popped one open and eaten it. But I kind of waited until the video was going so that I could try to describe it for you. It kind of smells like you've mixed mixed brownie with a little bit of coffee. So. Well, $80 mg of caffeine, gluten-free, vegan, kosher. Well, if you're looking for a boost, I'll say this. Me personally, there is no substitute for coffee. I always jokingly say if I don't make it at home and I have to stop at the local establishment to fill my cup on my way to work in the morning, that my morning has not begun until I've had my coffee. So, nothing against them. Right off the bat, I don't think there is a substitute for coffee. But I'm not really a huge fan of the energy drinks. All but a couple, I feel, have a pretty nasty either initial taste or aftertaste. To each his own. If that's the thing you like. I work with a guy that I don't understand why he's not dead, because of how much energy drinks he used to drink per day. But this isn't bad. This is a lot better than a lot of nutritional bars and stuff like that I've had. So if all of a sudden I start to go all hyper on you, you know that the caffeine level is doing its trick. $5. They got $5 listed for times 2, so I'm assuming that it's $5 for both of those bars. Now the last thing in the basic is pretty awesome. It is another knife from Lord and Field. This guy right here is a Lord and Field knife, and the handles come off of it, and underneath the handles there's like spear tips, and the tool is right there to take it apart. It's held together that tool is held in place by magnets. The sheath for it is one of the nicest of all of the knives that I have. Fire starter. The piece of like blade to strike it, even though you can use the knife. But again, being that I'll use my stuff, but on the other hand, if I don't have to use it to start a fire, better off. But Field, Lord and Field, they have just done some outstanding products, and I found out that this blade right here was actually a collaboration with the owner of BattlBox. This was his design, and I think it's a fantastic knife. So again, comes in a cool little like presentation thing inside of the wax paper, and this is the denim micarta folding knife. It's a $40 knife, and just remember, if you get nothing but the basic box, you would have paid $30 to get all this, and the whole basic box has a value of $61.92. The micarta, and they kind of have this simulated like worn leather look. It does not have any kind of a pocket clip on it. It is designed to be just an old school in your pocket knife, and it is for its size, it is a very light knife. It has great lockup. It hinges very nicely, and I think it's absolutely a fantastic knife, especially considering that it is in the basic box, and that is the Lord and Field Dungaree Denim Micarta folding knife. Next, if you went one level up, you would receive everything I just showed you. Plus, this month in the advance box, there's 2 items. The first is the Readyman, call it the FORT, the Foreign Object Removal Tools. Has a $40 value, and yeah, I have already used this. I was picking out some supplies for a job yesterday morning, and ended up with a pretty nasty sliver, and I used the kit to remove it. The first thing in here is they have a magnifying lens, two different ones, and there's lights for each side depending on if you're using the bigger one or the smaller, which is a little bit more powerful setup on it. Aluminum housing here folds around it to protect it when it's not being used. They included some alcohol wipes, and then each of these tools, let me just get them all out. Each of these tools can perform a different purpose. Of course, tweezers, I like to show you those right off the bat because there is some pretty hideously lousy tweezers on the market, and these work very well. I can tell you that I was able to retrieve the splinter with my first try with that, after having dealt with it almost all day long, and it progressively got worse and worse as my body was telling me to get that thing out of there. Pair of scissors, folding scissors. And like I said, these are cool. Each one of them is 2 tools in there. It is a 3-sided. You could use something like this for you know, trying to get under the skin of a sliver. And they all store inboard. This one is very cool. It's I'm not exactly sure what material they use, but it's a really soft material that it's possible, or one of its key features is if you had something stuck in your eye, and again, I am not a physician, and I know there's some circumstances where you may want to have a professional remove it, but if it's something that you're able to just like able to hook and drag out, it's soft enough that it's not going to hurt. It's a piece of like filament that it's not going to damage your eye in the process of using it. And then this side is just another point. Not as sharp as the 3-sided guy here. And that would run you $40. Like I said, I've already used it. This particular guy will end up going in the med kit that I keep in my truck. And the second item, which is also extremely cool, especially if you do a lot of work on small stuff, knives, for instance. It is a screwdriver bit set, and of course the driver. There's also a pair of I don't necessarily know that you'd ever use something like this as a pair of tweezers, but for grabbing and helping to say hold hold the small screws and stuff in place on some of these, like these guys here, being able to hold it in place and drop it in and maybe assist you in starting. Otherwise, as you can see, they have T2 through T15, and then a few in here that I can honestly say I've never even used, but this kit has it. And again, like they hold into the kit very well. Having gone through the U.S. Postal Service, there wasn't a single thing out of place in this kit. And you can loosen it, install the bit, lock it in place. You know, if you're doing something where got the end, and if you want to, you know, maybe you're gonna go do something. I haven't tried, but I know you wouldn't be able to put all of the bits into the storage handle if you wanted to. But if you knew that you were only going to be using a range of like four, well, you could easily put more than 4 or 5. But yeah, you can put more stuff in the handle of this. Definitely a nice little kit. And that is the Going Gear micro driver and bit set. 15 bucks. 15 bucks for this. I have to say, if I was over at my local auto parts store, because most of them have things out on the counter like this, and I saw this for $15, I would hands down pick that up. That's the advanced box. Then you step up to the Pro level box, and this month there's one item in there, and I have the case and everything out of, and that is the Wild Game Innovations Terra Extreme 10 trail camera. And this was the kit in case there was I'll have a picture at the end. Now, I haven't had a lot of time so far, but you know, I have done a little experimenting. My next door neighbor Michelle has had a groundhog move in under her porch, and I wanted to get a little action on him. Now the groundhog, for the most part, is a daytime guy. He's not a nocturnal guy. So when I set it up last night, my intent was, excuse me, my intent was there was a chance that I wasn't going to capture anything, because I figured, we named him Teddy, Theodore was probably asleep. But what I got was this. So, the only reason that I didn't leave it out more, because by this point in time I could have probably given you some more footage of Theodore himself, is that right now as we speak it's snowing. yeah, I said snowing, and it rained all night, and so this actually I had it directly out in the elements all night long, and the bottom flips open here. And this is where you have everything from the battery compartment. It takes 8 AA's. Those were not included. And it takes a memory card. I have no idea, because in the typical guy fashion, I just went right in and wanted to see if I was able to make this thing work without having to go through some complicated directions. And yeah, I was. BattlBox included a 16 gig memory card for no charge, and it's pretty straightforward. You turn it on, and you can put it into either a picture, a photo mode, or a video mode. So like right now, I'm pretty sure we are now taking a video of the overhead camera, and as you saw from the video of the visitor last night, not Teddy but Stinky. Oh, it probably just reset now. Now it's telling us that it is recording. If we were able to if we turned all the lights off, it'd go into its night mode. Otherwise, you can just press and hold the button and shut it off. And again, this seals up. It has a slightly angled back to make it a little bit easier to say hang on the side of a tree if you're using it as a game camera in your favorite hunting location. They did include a couple of bungees so that you can strap it around a tree. But like I said, I was just trying to, and I'll be using this more. For me, what this will probably get used for the most is we've had a couple of issues at one of our project houses, and this would be a great way, instead of a game camera, it'll be becoming a security camera. And the fact that it pretty much stays pretty quiet, and there's some subtle lighting from those for the night mode. Other than that, it doesn't really give itself away. So far, I'm pretty impressed with it. It has a value of $50, and like I said, it still has. Here we are, like 5 hours later. Still has some water on it from it playing Super Soaker last night. So that is the Terra 10 Extreme. And again, if you're looking for some stats, I'll have a picture at the end, like I normally have in my montage. You can slow that down or go find this on the internet if there's something in particular that you need or would like it to do, because you're gonna go find one because you didn't get one in the battle box. But if you would have gotten Mission 51, you would have gotten one. So as of right now, if you got the Pro level, you would have gotten everything I've showed you so far. And it has a value of $173, and you would have paid $100. But now let's go to the Knife of the Month Club, which I constantly say, if you do the Knife of the Month Club and do the Pro Plus, you are basically, for a lot of months, it's the equivalent to buying this guy at full price and then getting the rest of this stuff just kind of thrown in. This month, it's Condor Huron 1095 high carbon steel, and it comes with a pretty cool leather sheath. Condor. Again, this one really reminds me of one of the bushcraft kits. Nice looking knife. beefy enough if you're going to do batoning or whatever you need it to do while you have it on your side in the woods. And again, a nice sheath with this one. Looking at the design and how far it sinks in there versus where the strap is, fairly low riding on your side, which is one of the things I really loved about the sheath for that guy. I'd show it to you, but it's actually here. It's on my side. See, there it is, right there on my side. Hangs very low, so when I sit down in the car or sit down on the couch or sit down in a chair, it doesn't jab me in my rib cage. And this is a very, very similar style for where it's going to ride. And that is the Pro Plus. So if you would have got the Pro Plus, you would have got this and everything I've showed you up to this point in time. Okay, guys. Questions, comments, please leave them down below. If you are interested in possibly giving BattlBox a try, I really don't think you're going to be disappointed. They try very hard and succeed monthly on turning out some pretty awesome boxes. Like I said, questions, comments, please leave them down below. Otherwise, in the description box will be all the information that you will need to find everything out that you're going to want to know about BattlBox. And this was Mission 51. Cheers, guys.